What's up, everybody? It's your boy Bubba Z here with the new KLX300sm by Kawasaki. This is the 2023 version. So I put a video out a day ago, which was kind of lengthy. Apologize for that. I know I got to get better with shortening up videos, but I think like for first ride impressions, it's always going to be longer because I want it to be kind of like uncut and just kind of like raw thoughts on the fly footage. So basically I had a little bit of an issue, not with the bike. I changed out the brake and clutch levers, so here they are. These are the MZS brake and clutch levers. You get a pair. You get the brake and the clutch all for like $40, I want to say, on Amazon. And so my issue was I went ahead and changed out the two levers on my own, which I've never done before. And the brake lever was super easy to do. That's just in and out. But when I got to the clutch side, I ended up, once I removed this lever, I ended up breaking, I don't know if you could see it, that little piece right there. You see that piece right there? That little piece, which actuates the clutch. And that, I found out, is called the clutch switch. And so the reason that broke off is because I didn't have enough slack on this clutch cable, so it was really hard to kind of pull in. And when I tried to extend it back into the slot, it must have hit it like on an angle where it just snapped it right off once I like put force to push it, back into the slot, and it just flew right off. That piece just flew. And I was like, what the hell was that? And so I went ahead, got the other part. Luckily, I was able to find the part at a local cycle service dealer, and didn't have to wait a few days, even though I would have been fine waiting. But I wanted to get out and ride as fast as possible because y'all know how it is when you get or even when you have a bike. It doesn't have to be a new bike. You just want to be able to ride without any situations. And when something goes wrong, you want to be able to fix it stat so you can get back on the road. No one wants to wait 2, 3, 4 days or even a week or so. But yeah, so far so good. They feel nice. These are shorty levers. They come in all sorts of colors, but since the bike is mostly black, I went with the black. And yeah, let's start her up here. Put her in neutral. And we're good to go. So that was a cool experience of having to work on the bike for the first time. I never really bothered to work on a bike because I was afraid that I was going to fuck it up too bad, to the point where it's just going to cost me way more to fix it because I like screwed it up entirely. But I figured things are going to change with this bike because this is going to be in my stable for as long as I can keep it. And I figured, why not go ahead and start doing stuff on my bike. you know, learn how it works and all the components. So it was definitely a experience where I now know what happens and what components are and whatnot. Because I didn't even know what that clutch switch box was called. I was like, what the heck is that? I just called it like a clutch box, and I guess I was kind of close, but it's called a clutch switch. And so yeah, once I got the new piece and was able to talk a little bit about my experience with the local repair dealer where I got the part from, he was just giving advice about like how to not break that piece again. So, you know, you live and you learn. So I'm back on the road. Was only out of commission for a day. Actually, I worked on the bike last night, so not even 24 hours, which is not bad. So the bike's been great. I'm up at 225 miles, and it's just working like a charm. As you can see, I don't have my left mirror here because I got so excited about fixing the part and heading out as soon as possible to ride that I just forgot to put that mirror back on, so I only got one mirror on. These stock mirrors I've mentioned in the last video are not bad at all. I did take them off. It does look cooler, but like I just feel unsafe riding without mirrors. I just like to see what's going on behind me in case I need to make like a quick decision. But I am thinking about changing these mirrors and just putting like little bar-in mirrors or like spy mirrors or whatnot, just so it looks a little bit more concealed or discreet, I should say. But these mirrors are not bad. The engine on this bike has been great. The brakes are good for the street. You know, for what this bike is, you can't complain. I mean, it does its job, you know. I was thinking about possibly taking out the snorkel air vent on this. I did some research and I know it doesn't really do that much of a difference, or it doesn't do a difference at all except for the noise. This thing picks up, man. It's slow going at first, but you know, it's also still breaking in, and once you do some mods, it does get zippier down low. Not by much, but definitely a lot more than when you first get the bike and the engine is just brand spanking new. It's just slow as shit. But at 226 miles, it's breaking in nicely. It's like, you know, that first to second gear is short, so once you get to second, you know, it's good. But again, it's a 300. It's not going to blow your head off. Look at that. And yeah, it's a fun little bike. I was gonna do a video on modding the clutch and brake lever, but I didn't. And I don't know. I find myself not really being that focused on making videos on modding stuff. I just like to show the final product. and explain a little bit about what I did, but I guess my channel's more review, like focused review on like the rides. But I don't know, that could change. I do not have a gear indicator on here. I do not have a gear indicator on here. But you know, this guy just gave me the thumbs up, I guess because I'm riding a supermoto. I don't know, I don't think I look that cool, but I'm just playing. So the gear indicator is non-existent on this bike, and I've been having to just, you know, remember what gear I'm in, which, you know, you kind of lose count of because you're focused on a whole bunch of other shit on the road. I'm not sure if whether or not I'm going to get a gear indicator. It's not like a huge bother, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. I love my dogs, 'cause I'm a dog grandma. I rescue dogs rock. Who rescued who? The dog rescued you. So far so good. Clutch is working good. Just kind of I'm trying to take it slow, being that I just switched out the clutch. I don't want to go too crazy and something pops off and I'm like stalling and whatnot. So the suspension is great on this bike. That's what you hear a lot on YouTube. A lot of people base their decisions on key components, and I've seen some videos where people are up in the air about getting the Honda, I forget what model it is, but or this, and there was just like two guys who were like, I'm opting for the KLX because the suspension is just way better. And I'm guessing those guys are more into off-road stuff, so it makes sense. On the road, I'm more of a road dude, but I would like to take this to a trail. But you know, that's an investment in tires, another set of tires as well. I've been on the grass and the dirt with these stock tires, these road winners. You know, they're tires. They're just plain old tires. They don't have much going on. I mean, like, they're suited for the wet. But they're not really, I heard they only last like about 3,500 miles or so, depending on how you ride them.